gentlemen, once again we are here for the AV-ICN conference and seminar. The next insightful session, the role of AI in transforming AV experiences. The session is held by Abdul Wahid, CTS1 Managing Director, IT Technologies. He will provide a practical look at how artificial intelligence is being embedded directly into Pro AV. Our audience will get the opportunity to learn how AI enhances video conferencing cameras, how intelligent DSPs and microphones work, where AI is appearing in digital signage and smart buildings, and what's next in AI, in AV. For this session, I call upon Abdul Wahid sir on stage, who stands as a luminary within the AV industry, holding the esteemed position of Managing Director at IT Technologies, with accolades including AVIXA CTS and CTS1 certifications, and a role on AVIXA's certification committee. Abdul is steadfast in his dedication to providing unparalleled customer experiences. I would request Mr. Abdul to please take over the session.
Thank you. Am I audible? Yeah. Hi, good afternoon and welcome to this session. I'm going to speak next few minutes. We will be talking about AI, the buzzword in the industry, and how it is impacting the AV industry, how it is changing the AV experiences. So it is very important section, important subject for all of us, because we all are into technology domain. And we all know like technology changes very fast, very quickly, and it keeps on changing. So we all have to keep us updated of what is happening in the technology domain. Maybe right now we can see like, it is not directly impacting, directly affecting our business. But having said that, we have to be aware of what technology is bringing in, because in technology it doesn't take much time. Like, few months you see like, everything is changing. So we all have to be prepared for it, and we need to learn the new subjects, whatever is coming in technology domain. So for that, like, I have selected this subject of AI and how it is changing the AV experiences. Actually, it is already started impacting, not on installers front, not on consultants front, but yes, manufacturers have started taking interest in AI subject and already started implementing AI. AI, the buzzword in the market. If you look at any video, content creator, news agencies, everybody is training us for AI. Maybe different platforms they are coming up with, like, different tools they are suggesting, different tools they are training us. They are making a lot of money on training. Actually, it is very simple. AI itself is like, kind of, it trains you. By AI itself, you can get trained. You don't need anybody else to train you for AI. So what is AI? AI is actually the artificial intelligence, the intelligence that we are putting in machines. The machines are now behaving like, the gap between human beings and machine is getting reduced. It is like, getting compressed. Machines and humans are, after few years, few months, they will act the same. Whatever we can do, we are empowering machines to do the same thing. So machines are already doing what we can do, like, kind of, we can walk, machines can walk, we can, like, hear, machines can hear, we can speak, machines can speak. But then one part which is very, very challenging, which earlier machines, what we thought cannot do was intelligence, the thinking. But now the machines are doing that intelligence, have taken over that intelligence part also. And slowly it is learning thing. It is how we train small kids in our home, like, 1 year, 2 year toddlers, how they learn from us. First thing what they do is like, they observe everything. Like, if you give them a bottle, they will see the bottle, turn it up, topple, try to open the cap, see like what is this, how water is flowing in this. So they observe everything. Then they try to put some word, like, if you say like, it is water, or maybe in Hindi we say like mum. So then like they start learning those words. Small kids, they call it like, not in China. So in India it is like, they call mum, water. So they learn the subject. Then like, they look at the mother and say ma. first word. So first they observe, then they learn, then they apply their brain, like, if this plus this is this. Maybe kind of algorithm they set in their brains. Similarly, our machines are learning. So the cognitive process which humans used to do now, machines are learning. We are like, training machines to perceive, to learn, to analyze, to reason, adapt, and making it intelligent. I'll give you an example. Whatever devices nowadays we have, CCTV, our mobile phone, our electronic door locks, everything is electronics, and they are smart devices. Okay? Now, they have their, like, ability to absorb, like observe and absorb the things. Okay? For example, like, CCTV, it can capture the images. It can do that part. It doesn't have brain. But then I enhance it, enable it with AI intelligence, it can take decisions also. If I connect it to a server wherein certain faces are recorded that these faces are not allowed in my home, then the camera look at your face, take the data, compare with the data in the computer, come back that this person is not allowed. So that is intelligence applied to the camera. So camera was smart, it can capture image and record it, smart thing. It became intelligent comparing from its memory that it is right or wrong. Maybe it gives command to the door lock that if this person comes, don't open the lock, put extra locks to the door, close the lights, shut off everything when this guy comes. So that is like, kind of from smart to intelligent to living. So this is like the transition of technology, it is becoming intelligent. So what we do in AI is like, we make machines learn. Machine learning is the terminology you might have heard, that like, we train the machines to learn all those things, the patterns, the problem solving, and continuous learning. It keeps on collecting the data, keeps on collecting the data, keeps on collecting your command for particular data. What is the command that you have given? It keeps on learning and then applying it at the later stage. This is how machines are becoming intelligent. AI, this term is not new. It has been in the industry for years. Like, it started right from 1950 where like, the first computer scientist, Alan, has made something which can like, learn and recognize the things. Slowly it became like, it developed. It not directly where we are. It is slowly started learning the things. Chatbots are made in certain years. Then 1966, like, this in Stanford University, they made a mobile robot. There was a gap between 1966 to 1997, 30 years gap. That's why we cannot see like, AI in those areas, like, before 97 till 1996, 1966, there is a gap. But in 1997, again, chess playing, IBM has introduced a chess playing robot. And like, chess is very intelligent game. You cannot just go on and like, it needs some brain, it needs some algorithm, it needs to understand the rule of the game. That is what IBM has trained that robot for. So from there, like, we started getting chatbots, we started getting robots, we started getting many other things. Then like, you might have seen in IIT also, Sophia has been introduced, like, a human kind of robot which can talk, which can answer your questions. And now slowly all things are becoming very common part of our life, integral part of our life. And then like, from 2020 onwards, Chat GPT, DeepSeek, and AI agents have come. That is like, available for common people. Now people are using Chat GPT as Google. Earlier, like, whatever we wanted to do research on, we want to find something, we used to go on Google search engines. Now chatbot has become, Chat GPT has become that part. But it is very limited use of AI. Actually, we can do much more with AI, like, consumer things like, cleaning machines, vacuum cleaning machines. I think I have seen that like, 10 years, 15 years back, then like, you can just program your cleaning machine to clean the entire home. So earlier, like, you have to feed the home plan or the layout of the room where the cleaning has to be done. So that robot or that machine will go to only those areas which is fed in the machine. So that was smart device, but it was not intelligent. Now, with the current technology, we have given them the intelligence. Intelligence how? We have given them the sensors. Like, if you go there and if it is a wall, don't go there and come back. If you go there and if you detect human-like person, don't go and stop there. So that intelligence is now being given to all of these machines. So the history of AI, the timeline of AI is right from 1950 and still going on. Every day now, the tools have become so easy and available for everyone, common people, that everyone is using it day in, day out for their data preparation, for their video contents, for generating images. So this is what AI has been developed now. So now, we will try to understand how it is impacting today's world. What is AI is doing with us. So AI actually started, if I talk about the access that has been given to common people, initially it was assistive AI. It was assisting you, a very vague and very raw example is you are typing Word document and you've come across any spelling mistake. Automatically, the computer gives you a prompt that this is underlined red, this is not the right spelling is this. This is assistive AI. It was there for decade now, we have been using it. Then it becomes a generative AI, you can generate by giving prompts. I can create even my image on the boards is AI generated. I give the prompt create one of my profile image for a conference. So it made me look young and I am also liking it. So even I can tell it give a prompt how I would look after 10 years. This AI will generate an image that 10 years after that you will look like this. You can generate giving the prompts. So this is how it is changing the industry across. All the industries are getting impacted by these kind of commands. Now it is becoming agentive AI where AI agents are coming in. For different applications, you have got different agents. If you go on Google, and I also have the slides, for different applications, you have got different AI tools. So for us in day-to-day life, how it is impacting, first is education. In the classrooms, in the school, how we have learned in the school and how your kids are learning in the school is totally different. We have learned over blackboard and white chalk. Then the maximum change we could see in our 10 years or 12 years of education is the blackboard turned to green and they started using markers. That was the only change we could see in the 10-15 years. But your kids, when you go now in the school, any common school, you will see a huge interactive board. That interactive board itself is a computer or maybe a futuristic technology whiteboard. It can suggest you subjects, it can suggest you, if you have taught one subject and you want to prepare a quiz, you don't have to go home and prepare, read the lesson again and take out questions from it. It automatically gives you the question. So education is impacted hugely by AI. Everything question papers being set directly by the AI agents. Teachers don't have to use their brains now. Even now the paper leak, you all might have avoided need paper leak. Now the next step the NTA has taken is, they said we will go online. Online exams, if you might have seen for post-graduation and professional courses, the computer, when you are sitting in front of it, they have a AI algorithm behind it. If you are looking here and there, it gives you a prompt, notification will come that don't look here and there. Who's monitoring that? Maybe lack of students are appearing on the exam. But the AI tools are guiding you how to appear on the exam. Even if you are copying, trying to your hand goes here and there, the AI gives you the notification. You have to show your hands are empty, you are looking at the screen, your lips are not moving. All those things computer will notice. If you're reading question, it understands you're reading question. If you're talking to someone, it will immediately block your screen, lock your paper, maybe you will be debarred from the subject course. So that is how intelligent AI we are using in education. Similarly in e-commerce, The moment you go on website, you are using Facebook, and you are talking, chatting with your friend, and you type some message like, how to, I want to buy a shoe, and the next moment you start getting is the advertisement from Nike, advertisement from Adidas. How that Facebook chat is getting converted into this. Maybe it is so intelligent now, like, whatever you speak now, on Google, it records your voice. It gives command and turn it to commercial, like, maybe I'm talking about buying mattresses for my bed. Immediately I start getting the advertisement on beds. Your Google, Gmail, you will start getting those kind of messages. So how it is happening? AI tools. Like you search for something and next moment you see similar advertisement. Maybe like, you go on, you are browsing through net on your Facebook account, you have seen one advertisement of kind of smartwatch. And then like next moment you get the advertisement of smartwatches. It reads your data, it knows what you are talking about, what you are interested in, and converting that into a business. So this is what e-commerce and AI is used in e-commerce. Similarly, chatbots, wherever you go, now for banks, Swiggy, Flipkart, Amazon, wherever you go on chatbot, there is no human sitting on the other end. All answers being received or being given to you is by AI only. Social media, as I said, like, it is hugely used. All Instagram, WhatsApp images and videos that we are seeing, we don't know whether it is real or no. It is so close. In fact, like, even the movies are made by AI only. If you talk to the film industry people, if you talk to the musicians, if you talk to singers, they are afraid. The songwriters, now everything like, you give command to chatbot like, chat GPT or any AI tool that I want to write a song on this topic. The next moment you get the complete song written. You want to make films out of it. Even like, in 2026, a lot of movies are made completely by AI tools. So this is how AI is impacting all this field. Smart gadgets, all are our devices, right from Alexa at home. You tell Alexa, change my music. Alexa, how's the traffic condition today in Mumbai? It is getting all the data from everywhere and giving you at all. Like, sometimes I feel like the old kings and queens, the life they might have lived, a common man today is living better life. Whatever you say and it is presented. Like this is what they wanted. Like, they order and things should happen. And now we order anything, Swiggy, Zomato, everything is like, enabled by AI. Smart gadgets, the mobile phone that you use, are you aware how many sensors are there in it? How smart device it is? If you get in the car, that happens to me every day. Like when I get into the car, if it is morning hours, the moment it gets connected to my car Bluetooth, it gives me direction for my office. It will take 59 minutes for your office. How that device knows that I am going to office? Because it is taking the data from my day-to-day routine. Every day morning, if I have searched it 5 times, my office route and want to see the traffic, it knows that this time this guy goes to office. So it shows me the direction to the office, the time it will take. So these smart devices that we carry every day, so many sensors. If you turn the mobile phone horizontal, what happens? Image gets turned automatically. How it knows that you have turned the image? You are talking on the speaker, you bring it near to your face. The display goes off because it knows now you are no more require that display because it is now attached to. Speaker goes off. This is what is happening. Like, it is so much of technology available and in every person it is. Day to day we are using it. Finance, banks are using huge AI systems now. They are making their system enable to protect people from the frauds that are happening. It is one of the largest, scariest things are happening to the users. Banks are very afraid of this. Daily lifestyles. It is not only in education or in corporate or in offices or in banks. Our day-to-day life is like, completely equipped, as I have given you example of Alexa or vacuum cleaner machine or maybe your washing machine, maybe your refrigerator. You might have seen the a refrigerator from LG or Samsung, the smart refrigerator, it counts the eggs kept in your refrigerator. And if you are in the market and you WhatsApp your refrigerator, can you check and tell me how many eggs I need? So it will tell you, like, out of 10 vacant spaces, 4 are full, there are 4 eggs already there in the fridge. It can check whether you have apple in your tray or no. Everything it counts and gives the data. So it is becoming, your day-to-day lifestyle is like getting impacted by AI and you are using it. So as I said, like, we have generative AI, we have conversational AI, chatbots and those things are example of it. We have, like, predictive AI, how, like, basis on your consumption, basis on your usage, basis on your income, it can create. One example I give you, like, you might have heard of Claude. Claude is like, kind of ChatGPT's company tool that gives you a lot of things. If you have a professional, if you are paid version of Claude, if you give access to the Claude of your MacBook, and if my MacBook is somewhere there, I don't know where it is, if I take out my iPhone and give a command to Claude, go to my MacBook, arrange all my folders, separate all my videos, all PPTs, all Word documents, and keep it ready for me. Next half an hour, if I go to my MacBook, everything will be sorted and folders will be created. If I give access, I give Claude access to my Gmail or my personal email. If I tell Claude, go to my Gmail, check all my incomes and expenses and prepare a dashboard of my income and expenditure, it will create a dashboard completely of my financial health. How many, like, monthly average, what is my expenses, monthly average income, how much I have, how much cash balances I have. Similarly, anything, like, if you give access and tell the Claude on the phone, please prepare health report. It will go to all your health report in your Gmail. It will read them and within few seconds, few minutes. That is the magic of AI that is happening to us, and we need to take care of it and we need to learn this subject. So there are so many tools for so many applications you might be aware of. That is not my subject, but I'm just showing you that, like, how ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, part of Microsoft now, Claude AI, just now I spoke about it. For video generation, for AI generation, for automation, for anything in the world that humans are concerned, this subject is changing us. Next is, like, how enterprises, offices, now this is a very limited use that we are doing. Proposal generation. My team in my office, like, I am working as a consultant in AV technology. I have, like, so much of 25 years of experience, like, then when I go and prepare proposal, I write my scope of work, I write my commercials, I write, like, the detailed specification of the products, everything. And now this Claude kind of tools, I just give prompt, like, I need to prepare a scope of work for designing an auditorium as a consultant, AV consultant. And here you go, like, complete document is ready, 3, 4, 5 pages, very professional document. So this is how yesterday, day before yesterday, one of my clients said, like, one of the hospitality project, I have given a task to prepare a playbook, kind of a guide for them, AV guide, like, that will help them to write specification for all their usage, maybe training room, boardroom, auditorium solutions. They want to make one guidebook, a playbook, standardizing everything. And they wanted all generic specification for all products. For example, if they use speakers, they want generic specs for speaker. And believe me, like, in next 20 minutes, they have got, like, 3027 items with general specification, and their playbook is ready. So that powerful this tool is. So proposal generation, smart documentation, AI chatbot. No company is now having a customer care or a back office giving you answers. It is all done by chatbot. Meeting intelligence, you know how meetings are happening now? Microsoft Teams and Zooms and Google Meets, everything. When you speak, it is giving you real-time translation. It is recording all your conversation. It is making MOM out of it. Then classifying that MOM into doable action, information, decision pending, decision for management, decision for project manager, decision for somebody else, back office or finance head. Everything is sorted out. So your meetings, like, where you used to keep so many people to guide you, assist you, help you, everything is done by the meeting intelligence itself. It also knows, like, who's speaking. It recognizes the face. Everything is happening. AI presentation, like, you don't need anybody to prepare presentation. Even this presentation is made by AI. I just given prompt that I need this, and it has came up with everything ready for me. Code assistance, the programmers, the coders who used to write code, the Python and the C++ and the Javas will be all talk of past now. So this is what is happening in AI. Now, we all belong to AV industry, audiovisual industry. Some of us may be from Pro AV, some of us may be from Live AV, concerts and many other segments. Some of you might be integrator, consultants, distributor, manufacturers. So how AV is getting impacted by these things? AV, you all know, like, is a technology that combines, it enhances communication. Without AV, I cannot have a good communication. I need microphone that I can be heard by all the people. If I use my own voice, it will be very difficult without microphones. If I want to show you something, here is the big screen. So it is enhancing my communication. It is giving you better understanding for presentation. For live AV, if I'm a good singer, I cannot sing in front of 1,000 people. I need good speakers, I need good stage, I need good screen, I need good lighting. So, like, people are getting impressed. That same singer, like, if I do without the AV tool, there is nothing. So sometimes it is difficult for us to, like, explain what we do in AV. People don't understand, but this is what AV is: a communication tool. Basically, it is an entertainment tool. What it does. So how AV is getting impacted by AI? It is also, like, a lot of things are happening. So AV also changing. We all are in technology domain. We all have to learn AV everything. We have to learn, read, go on the computer, study what is happening in the in the industry. Because if we don't read, we will be left behind. We are into technology domain which is changing very fast. It is changing the era. So now AV is also changing. AV, like, initial days we used to use projectors, audio systems were different, all analog system, VGA connectors, S-video. These all are talk of past now. Nobody uses projector. If I use projector here, like, it will be, the light will be falling on my face. Earlier days there were limitation of displays, where we have, like, 55, 65, 85, 75, 85, and 98 was the maximum. Now few companies have come with 110 and 115 diagonal, 115-inch diagonal maximum LED display. Beyond that, what? It was projector. But now, if you see and walk around the exhibition, you will see only active LEDs. It is changing the entire scenario, because you can make it of any size, any shape. The pixel is so sharp, like, the pixel distance so less that, like, you cannot find out whether it is what pixel it is. As low as 0.9, 0.7, 0.8 mm pixel screens are coming. Even that, like, it is called COB, chip on board. So, like, directly the LED chip is welded or mounted on the board. You don't have to worry about anything. You touch the screen, even you don't feel that projection of the screen, LED bulbs now. So it is becoming so easy, and the cost is also going down day by day. It is becoming affordable. So that is the change in AV industry also happening. Everything is digital now. Earlier it was VGA, then it became HDMI and so many other connectors, and now it is USB-C. Even iPhone that we use have to change on USB-C, because it is becoming the industry standard now. We used to use cables, then it became network. Everything on IT and IP network. HDMI cable were so thick, VGA cable were so thick, broadcasting uses like cable, like beyond imagination, like, is very thick, difficult to handle and mold and lay. Everything is now on network. So now it becomes flexible. Earlier my HDMI cable can run only for 20 meters. Now with Cat 6 I can go 1000 meters. If I use optical, it can go kilometers. And then next stage is cloud. With cloud, I can be anywhere in the world. I have done few installation for one of my clients, the builder, and he is using digital signage at every of its new project. So they are into developer and builder. So every building, one is in Kandivali, one is in Lokhandwala, one is in Nariman Point. Now they want to push content from one place. At every display, the same content should go. The installation is quite old. How do I do that? It becomes very easy. I said, like, you buy media player, keep it on every display, and then connect them to network to your computer. And from one computer, I can share the content everywhere. This is what is happening in AV industry also. It is becoming scalable, flexible, affordable, and economical. So this is how the technology is changing. So now becoming AI powered, how AI is powering our devices. I'll show you a few examples. One is in Pro AV, we use a lot of video conferencing. Lot of video conferencing needs cameras, the basic instrument that we need, because video conferencing now is again on cloud. Earlier days we used to use Cisco's and Polycoms. They have their monopoly solution, like you have to have their own codec, their own cables, their own cameras. During pandemic, what has happened is, like, people wanted work from home, and everyone has to go on cloud. Even the banks, most secure things went on cloud, because they understand that cloud is also safe. Cloud is also secure now. Every employee is sitting at their home, accessing their PC or their server at office through cloud. So this has given a lot of VC components. Now in video conferencing, Teams, Zooms, Google Meets, I don't talk about them. I talk about the hardware that we use in the offices. It is cameras. So now earlier, like, it was only Polycom and Cisco's. If you go to market now, you have A&T, you have Ever, you have Polycom, you have Logitech, you have Neat, you have V-Link. So many companies have, everyone, QSC, Crestron, everyone is making camera. Why? Because that is the product is being hot selling in the market. How it works? The camera, like, earlier it was a dumb device just capturing you. Now it has got analytics. It is empowered by AI at the back end. It can read the faces. It can distinguish between human faces and the objects. Not only that, it can count the people. For example, if in this training room only 3 people are sitting, camera sees like all chairs are empty, there is no one, then no need to capture the entire thing. It will zoom in and capture only 3 persons who are sitting there. If, like, a 4th person come in, the camera zoom out, it reads, continuously reading. The 4th person came in, now he is also to get captured. So if he is sitting at the last seat, it will zoom out, capture the 4th person. Then camera sees, like, 2 more persons have come in. Camera further zoom out, takes him in. So it is all intelligence built in the camera that it auto focuses, auto framing. If I move this side, the camera, now we have a cameraman there. And like, all these cameras now, they don't need any human support. If I move this direction, camera automatically detects me and comes towards this side. This is all commonly available. So it is all empowered by AI system, camera tracking, PTZ cameras, smart conferencing. Like, if there is only one person, it will automatically zoom in his image. If there are 2, all those things are happening. And accuracy is like, 99% framing accuracy. Like, you are there. Even your iPhone nowadays, if you do a WhatsApp call, you just check if you have iPhones, and, like, it will try to keep you in the center. If you keep the camera here and move this side, the camera automatically, though it is a fixed camera, the lens is fixed in our mobile phone, but still it detects that you are moving. It has got algorithm, software based pan tilt. So that is there in the camera available. So this is what is happening and making our conferences very interesting. Similarly, if we go on audio part of it, the microphones, our education system never used AV system in the classrooms earlier. Maximum they used to have one single AV room where they will install a projector and a screen. That was our AV room when we were students. But nowadays, if you go to any classroom, they have got so many things. Why? During pandemic, we used to tell our children, be away from technology, don't use mobile phone is very harmful. But what we have done to our children during pandemic, we made them sit in front of the mobile phone and the tab for hours and hours. And that time the technology was there that microphones used to read like the echo cancellation, the noise cancellation. If you are sitting in this room and there is lot of crowd noise and music coming from surrounding, the microphone will cut down all those unwanted sound, because microphone intelligent enough, it knows like human voice frequencies are from 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. We can hear that much only. So it filters out all unwanted sound. You can hear crisp and clear sound. So microphones are becoming intelligent. This kind of microphone, ceiling microphone, there is nothing on the table. Microphone is installed in the ceiling. It continuously sends the beam. Like this guy is speaking, the audio beam being thrown towards him, capture him, and other sounds it will cut down. There is lot of AC sound, people walking, all those sounds it will cut down. Only human sound will go there. That gives very crisp and clear sound at the far end. We don't hear that voice because we are speaking, we don't hear. Far end will feel a lot of disturbances. So all those unwanted sound is getting cleared by DSP itself, and it forms cut down into different frequencies. Human frequencies only getting transferred. We do echo suppression, we do voice isolation, we do beamforming mics. All these beamforming mics does this. So this is how our audio is getting better. Of course, there are devices kind of called DSPs, digital sound processors. They are doing this, we are installing them for this purpose only, separately. Digital signages. Now this is the complete show of digital signages. How digital signages are becoming smart. It is mostly used in retail or advertisement. I am doing advertisement. This is my, maybe I am some brand and I want to show my brand. Now my brand, I have different products. Few products are for youngsters, few products are for age-old people. Maybe few products I have for females, few products I have only for males. How do I control my digital signage? How do I make my digital signage intelligent? There is a camera sensors which keeps on reading your faces. The moment it sees there are more male people looking at me, the content will automatically trigger and show you the products which are meant for male. Even it recognizes your age. If you are falling into young age group maybe Gen Z, content will change. Maybe it reads you are a middle-aged guy, content will change automatically. Not only that, it will count the footfall. It will prepare analytics, give it to the manufacturer that boss, this signage, and I am not talking about some fancy word, it is happening. Now the hoarding signages that we put, it also gives how many people stopped at that location, how many minutes or seconds they were staring at the screen. It gives that kind of analytics. So you know where to install my digital signage, how big it has to be, what products I have to keep in that particular store where I have this kind of analytics. So all those analytics are helping me, making my life easy, making it more product profitable. So audience analytics, emotion detection. Believe me, I'll tell you the client name also. HPCL, I was designing their meeting room. I have installed camera. They want the intelligence in the camera, wherein if we are taking interview and there is a camera, you are sitting in front of camera, the camera will give me live analytics if this guy is lying, if he is happy, if he is depressed, if he is underconfident, overconfident. All those analytics while I am interviewing you, camera is giving me on my screen. That kind of, it is a real life example. The guy wanted that the camera should have all this kind of intelligence. So we are emotion also getting detected by all these digital signages. If we looking at the product, people say, oh, it's the same product. It will record that emotion and give it to the manufacturer that this product people are not interested in. So that kind of analytics we get. Dynamic ads, as depending on the crowd, it will change the content there itself. AI wayfinding, you go to mall and then there is a static image. If you want to go to Adidas shop, it will show you. You put like, Adidas, it will show you take left, right and this thing. Now you can also have in your mobile phone. Mobile phone will show you on the app that you go right, left, it will also detect. It also gives sensors or messages to the security that this guy is entering into a wrong zone. So those kind of intelligence are also built in wayfinding using AI. And this is all like, real life cases that is happening in digital signage. Infrastructure, now the complete smart building, like, the government have the smart cities move. Many cities are like now having CCTVs, the Wi-Fi and many other things which is helping the government. The smart surveillance, occupancy analytics, how many people, the crowd calculation, security measures, everything is taken through intelligence. The building is becoming smart. It is energy saving. If like, we have done a project in Andheri wherein the client wanted real-time energy consumption to be given to them. So in the layout map for the facility manager, he can see that like, on the 4th floor, there are only 3 people sitting and the entire floor light is on. He gets that kind of indication and notification. And then he gives call to those people, you shift to the 8th floor, there are 20 of them sitting, shut down the light on the 8th floor. Real-time energy consumption they are getting. So these kind of movements are already happening. So you control HVAC, lighting, energy meter, security system, fire safety, everything is integrated together. For example, if it is raining outside, I have sensors outside, I have motor pump, I have water tank fill. So if it rains, the sensor gives command to the motor upside that it is raining, you need not to pump the water up and save energy. If there is lift, like 2-3 lift, the sensor gives command like it is too much of crowd, facility manager gives the message, get the notification, he switch on the other area, other lifts also. So that kind of intelligence and smart and living technology discussions and communications are happening at the device level. So this is like, future would be like, more interesting, more appealing, more kind of useful, efficient and productive. We will have audience analytics, we will have avatars, we started already keeping our profile pic as our avatar, even Teams and Zooms give you your avatar. It will be like, a virtual world where meetings will happen, where we will conduct your meeting and things will happen. So this is like, how the future would go on. I'm in the interest of time, I'm just moving little fast. Now, like, there are devices which is taking place and replacing human interference. For example, if I'm designing an auditorium, okay, for that auditorium, how much sound I have to create. So there are devices like, kind of amplifier, for your understanding I'm telling, there are DSPs, digital sound processor. What we do in the digital sound processor is we measure like, what is the HVAC sound level. So we give that input that this frequency you cut down, okay. Then we hear like, there are a lot of people moving around, that sound is also getting generated and created. We calculate that frequency, calculate that dB level and we program our DSP to cut down those kind of unwanted sound. Now the DSPs which are coming in by the manufacturer, powered by AI, we don't need programmers. We just install the device, it sends the noise and audio, it calculates the room size, it calculates how the acoustic is done in that room, it calculates like there is no ceiling, so unwanted sound coming, automatically it detects everything. And then it programs the DSP automatically. And you don't have to do anything, your sound is crisp, clear on the far end. So that kind of intelligence we are getting in audio designs and AV designs. Similarly, operational intelligence, as I said, like, the project I've designed for my Andheri client, wherein like, he gets, the facility manager gets this kind of dashboard where he can see how many people are sitting, how many people are coming in the office, what is my power consumption, how many meeting rooms I have been using. Room scheduler that being installed at the meeting room doors, where you can book the room, and if you have booked the room, it will turn red. So we know that kind of application. Now the room schedulers that have been designed, what they do, like if I am coming to office, I don't want to waste my time. I want to have a seamless experience. I will book room scheduler, kind of the Prince meeting room. I book the Prince meeting room. My 2 guests are coming. Okay, I will feed the names of the guests. Now this information, the room is already booked for 2 to 3 because my meeting is 2 to 3. Now I have also on my app, I have fed that these 2 guests are coming. It will give the message and information to the reception desk that these 2 persons are coming. Their gate pass is already done. It is ready when they arrive. I need a car parking. My car parking management is also integrated to my room scheduler. So parking is also allotted for them. During the meeting between 2 to 3, I need 3 cups of coffees. That message goes to the cafeteria. So when I come, I don't need to call the reception, please allow my guests to come in, please give them the parking. Then I'm calling cafeteria, please bring 2 coffee or cookies. Everything is set. I walk in, my meeting is there, guests are coming, they are finding no problems. They are getting access to that meeting room. Whatever gate or barriers comes in between, they are getting access directly. So it is intelligent thing, and all those are information is being given to my facility manager. He can sitting there, he know how many meeting rooms are engaged. If I have designed a 8-seater meeting room and every time there are only 3 or 4 people, it gives me analytics. Next time you design office, have more of 4-seaters, not 8-seaters. That kind of information and decision I can take. So this is what is happening in AI. The future of AI is very interesting. Autonomous meeting room. Human presenters will be replaced by robotic. Now many of the experience centers that we have designed, even we have designed it for IBM, the experience centers, visitors and guests are not welcomed by human beings. It is a robot that is going on. It is welcoming the guest, and while leaving, it is also taking the feedback. Sir, how did you like our experience? How was our experience center? What was your experience? What is the message you want to give to IBM? So that kind of information we are directly getting from robot. That is the future. Holographic meetings and metaverse is next scene which we need to understand. There are a lot of tools, and they are giving AI, which I have already spoken about. How Microsoft team is giving real time. Yesterday I was amazed. I was looking at Avixa video wherein I used to hear that only in English. By default, my YouTube setting went somewhere and it changed the language to Hindi. And that foreigner is speaking in Hindi, giving such an informative lecture. And I said, how come Avixa have got foreigners speaking Hindi? And then I saw like it is real time. You don't need to dub it and record it and upload it. It is already done automatically by AI. So this is the future of AI. It is helping and making our life interesting. So this is some statistics like, you can increase your productivity, faster collaborations are happening, cost is reducing, lot of cost is going down. ROI, return of investment, RO, return of whatever objective you have designed it for, you get it. And user satisfaction, you do something like, tell your assistant to prepare a presentation and you have to review it 10 times and tell it to AI agent, and you don't have to like change your prompt 1 or 2 times and you get your product ready. So the future of AV is no longer just connected, it is intelligent, adaptive and autonomous. That's all from my side. Thank you very much for being part of this session. I don't think we have time for question and answer. 5 minutes is there? Yeah. Yes.
Very interesting session, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, you're talking about autonomous Everything being autonomous, especially meeting rooms and experiences, especially when you're creating experience zones or immersive spaces and everything. Has AI reached where they can do multi-people analysis? Because now when it comes to a meeting room, let me take a meeting room. You had two people coming into the meeting room. Both of them, one might have had a fight with his wife, the other one might be actually worried about his daughter. They have come to the meeting room, one is angry, the other one is depressed. Analyzing the situation, analyzing and giving real right analysis to you. So because you're conducting the meeting, for you to has technology reached that point where they can actually give you, means I'm saying an average kind of, take both of their analytics and give you an average scenario.
I have given you one example of one of my clients who wanted to monitor and observe the interviewer, where he wants to see like whether he's lying, whether he's depressed, whether he has some problem, facial. So actually it is psychology, like it is body language and facial read and facial expressions that they want to record. Okay, so there is a science, like when you are lying, normally you look diagonally towards left. If you are recollecting something, if I ask you what did you had in the morning in the breakfast, so maybe you look at right to recollect that yes, I did had a sandwich. But if you want to lie, then you will look left. So those are kind of sciences being the data is being captured, and then machine needs lot of learning. Unless you give lot of data, your result will not be accurate. Lesser data, more mistakes. More data. So now machines are learning stages. People are developing those kind of agents, those kind of application. Okay, and then they are recording the data. They keep on recording the data. Wherever you go to the mall, they take your number, those things. Whatever you do, every data people are trying to buy and record it. So now today's data is not enough to give you accurate results, to give exact. Having said that, technology is already there to capture your facial recognition. Now one of the company, Crestron, they came up with normally meeting room for video conferencing, we have one camera in front recording, tracking everyone, whoever speaks the camera turns towards. Now the financial banks or people who deal with clients and they do deals of crores of millions of rupees on the table, they from one single camera they cannot see your face. The chairman is there, the camera is right capturing him. So whatever he is very confident and prepared, the team members are giving him looks and expression that he understands. Financial companies want to record that data, whenever we are throwing some idea, whenever we are presenting something, what was the expression of the other people. So now Crestron has one camera, three cameras in front, two cameras this side, two cameras this side, total 8 or 12 cameras they have in one single meeting room just for recording your expression, because they feel client want to see what was his expression, what was her expression, what was his expression when we were giving this presentation, and everybody's expression, and they conclude they are not in favor of this decision or they are not liking this idea. So that kind of data recording is happening, technology is available, science is available, but not enough data. So that is happening. I hope I tried to answer your question.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Sir, what would you suggest to new people who are just starting off in the AV scene? Like what are things that they need to consider who want to get into being system integrators for corporate companies or anything like that? Like just starting off.
Very tough question you have asked to do your career guidance. Actually what is happening, honestly, I am a consultant. There might be many integrators, businessmen sitting in the room. What we do is in AV, if you have to buy a speaker, you have not enough knowledge to buy a speaker. If you want to buy the screen, you don't have enough knowledge to buy the screen. So we consultant or integrator come in picture. We help making a solution, AV solution. I am talking only about AV field. So we help them sir, for this room, this size of display is okay, this size of brightness is okay, this kind of speaker is okay. So that kind of experiences and product selling I am doing. But slowly this will not be a very intelligent or that needs kind of a great mind to find out the solution. So slowly this consultancy, integration business will fade away. What will happen is people would want, like, because if you see, like, earlier when we used to design a meeting room, so we have to design a display, a camera, a microphone, speakers on the ceiling, connectivity cable. Nowadays, meeting room doesn't need microphones. Where is the microphone? Inbuilt in the TV. I don't need camera. Where is the camera? Inbuilt in the display. I don't need microphone. I don't need speaker. Speakers are part of display only. Connectivity, my TV is giving wireless connectivity option. So this entire solution become one box selling. So if you want to get into this, start learning technology. The Gen Z, normally we say, like, these people are different creed, but they are, like, they don't find any interest or any passion doing, like, the things which don't need any mind. So they, like, kind of a laid back, lazy approach. So that is giving the rise to the technology, rise to AI, how to automate things. You might have seen that Kotak Bank or ICICI Bank's advertisement, the guy lying on the sofa hearing the music, and his father said, like, I want to pay the bill, go to the bank, do this. He said, chill, dad, and he takes out his phone and do online transfer. It is like kind of a 10 years old advertisement I'm talking about. That laid back, lazy attitude brings more interest in technology. They produce more. So you have to, AI is a very interesting subject, but still, like, consultancy, integration, live AV business will be there for another 10 years, 15 years before it die or transform into something else. So right now you can enter into a solution selling, learn products, how to prepare a solution. People are still in need. Like, even if AI suggests something, they don't get the right answer. As I said, there is not enough data. Still it needs brainer. And human feelings, emotions are not easy to convert into AI technology right now. Okay, my time is over. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abdul sir, for this insightful session. I would request you to please stay on stage for the token of appreciation.